What up, everybody? It is better than Broadway. Sometimes, one time, I laid down for Hogan for the championship, and now I just crave naps all day long. I'm Ryan Shelor.
I drank last night, and I've got a lot of pressure in my head. It feels like my head's in a fucking vice. I'm so hungover. I'm Justin Metz.
Coming to you live from Tampa Bay Beach. This is Coach Rob, a.k.a. the Professor. How you doing?
Mr. Professor. So, big weekend coming up, Labor Day weekend. A lot of matches.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. That's what it was. Fuck.
You didn't know you had a vice grip on your head?
It felt like I had a vice grip on my head because I'm hungover because I went out drinking last night. I never drank. And then I was looking at my frame here, and I actually had a vice grip on my head.
Did you just fall in your tool shed? Is that what's going on?
I was just going to randomly just pick up a bunch of stuff and just like throughout the podcast. I'm in my shop right now, so.
Dude, if you turn on that belt sander, you might lose your beard. I'd be careful about that.
No. I woke up in a kayak, and you woke up with a fucking vice grip on your head. Ryan, how did you wake up?
I woke up beside my girlfriend. It was quite nice this morning.
With those headphones on?
With the headphones. Guys, the glasses never come off. I shower with them. I bathe with them. I work out with the glasses.
Wait.
I heard you caught a self-defense class in those sunglasses.
There we go.
Those are hot.
I'm not doing this.
Justin's going to be in the next Blade Runner movie.
Justin, you look like 1989 Macho Man Randy Savage in those sunglasses, and I'm here for it.
I just brought a bunch of props for the fucking promo, guys. I'm wrapping shit. Like, look, we're gonna control this motherfucker.
He's gonna have a traffic cone on by the end of the show. Just wait.
I feel like fucking what's that dude that smashed the watermelons? A comedian. What was his name?
Oh, Gallagher.
Gallagher. I feel like Gallagher with all the props.
Yeah, Gallagher was awesome.
So, gentlemen, next weekend we are off, but some amazing things are happening. AEW All Out and WWE Clash in the Castle.
Yes.
But also, Dragon Con is happening next weekend. And as I've stated before, I'm a giant geek, but also, so I'll be there. But also, there is pro wrestling at Dragon Con. And on more than one occasion, I have run into Xavier Woods, known as, part of the New Day. And so I will be on assignment getting the goods on some pro wrestlers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually going to try to bring the kids up there, I think. I think we're going to try and bring
I think you should.
Yeah.
It is an experience. Kate, my girlfriend's going to bring her kid. He has no idea, so it's going to be even better.
Are you doing all days, or what is it?
Yeah, I've got a hotel at the Westin, or a room at the Westin, and we'll be there Thursday night through Monday morning.
Is that where they're having it at? Is it at the hotel?
It's at the Marriott, it's at the Hyatt, the Sheraton, the Hilton, and the Westin. So it's all throughout downtown. It's at all those places.
So I'm assuming all the hotels are probably sold out, though, huh?
They're definitely full.
Yeah, because that would be cool to go ahead and get one and just bring the kids down there and spend the weekend there.
Aim for next year, because it's an opening event. People are like the Hunger Games to get hotel rooms, and so it's a fight.
Or we
but
could
next time I know of one,
we'll just crash yours and just not say anything about it. We're just gonna come over and be like, "Hey, I gotta use your bathroom real quick. You mind if I go up your room?"
He's gonna start eating in the tub,
and then you'll like knock on the door a half an hour later, and we're fucking all asleep in the toilet.
Hey, as long as you don't mind me, using the toilet if you're in there. We're getting to that level, Justin. We're getting to that level.
We're getting that level. Hey, look, you love. You know why? Because I'm the glue that holds this podcast together.
Is that a product placement? We're not sponsored by Gorilla Glue.
We're not sponsored by Gorilla Glue yet.
But if they're listening, we'd be open to it.
So, down and dirty, real quick. We're doing a quick production show because we've all got a lot of stuff going on. We had to hop on here and make sure that all of our 3 listeners are happy. So, let's talk about All Out and Clash at the Castle.
Let's go.
Cool. So, we'll start with WWE first.
Love it.
The Clash at the Castle. Which, are they doing it at a castle?
I don't think it's going to actually be at a castle, and I don't even think that is it in Cardiff?
It's in
I
Cardiff.
think it's in Cardiff. Yeah.
So this is significant because this is the first WWE show pay-per-view or premium event, whatever the hell they're calling it, in 30
Premium
years
live event.
in the UK. The last time they were in the UK was at Wembley Stadium in 1992 for the Survivor Series, which was an iconic moment because that was the year the British Bulldog defeated Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. A really, really pivotal moment in WWE
watching that live.
WWF history. So 30 years later, they're back in Cardiff, Wales, at the Castle. Ryan, take it away. What do we got?
So it's a big deal. We have Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins. Predictions, Rob.
You know, I think for the first time in a good long while, having Riddle on a big show again is going to make a lot of sense. I think Matt Riddle's going to take this one from Seth freaking Rollins this time, just because it's been a long time coming. He's over with the crowd and he's really putting in the work. So Riddle in 7 minutes.
Okay.
Bold.
Yeah, I was going to say, has Seth won a pay-per-view match in the last year?
I don't know. It kind of seems like that's Cody twice. Same question, like, MJF hasn't won a pay-per-view match in a couple years.
No, he's won several big matches, but just not the payoff. I don't know. I don't think Rollins can lose this match. I don't know. I'm gonna go Rollins. Not clean, obviously. And maybe they push this all the way to Mania. I don't know.
I think I agree with you, Justin. I think Seth Rollins is going to win it, even though Riddle has the UFC pedigree and the martial arts background. Seth Rollins has the better beard. He has the better hair, better physique, and the foot stomp. When your head hits the mat, you're basically kind of like how Justin's feeling right now. Is your brain is like compressed and then re-expands, and then when that happens, you're knocked out for at least 5 to 7 seconds, long enough for Rollins to get the pinfall.
Is that a Sandra?
Yes. No, that was actually a jigsaw. Which kind of fits in good with the Riddle, because like the Riddler, the Jigsaw, anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a geek too, Ryan. Yeah, anyone that's seen American History X knows how the curb stop works. And I think it's going to be a shame because if he gets hit with it, Riddle has really pretty teeth. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think that we're going to see Seth win. I think it's going to be dirty. I want Riddle to win. I just see like this feud has actually been pretty good. And you know what? I hate how over the top Rollins has got though. I love Rollins. I just hate his like he sounds like the Joker, like fuck the hyena, right? I just he's so good, and I feel like he's like Doink the Clown half the time.
I dig it, but mainly it's more jealousy for me. Like I just want his beard. Like right now, what I have right now, this is as good as I get.
Oh wow!
So
I'm sorry about
the beard over the Hobbit feet is what I'm going with.
I actually shaved yesterday.
It grew back in a day like Moses.
Yeah.
I will say, I will miss the one-upsmanship of crazy outfits that Becky and Seth have been doing for the last 4 months. That's been enjoyable.
Oh my gosh!
Who can look the craziest the most? I think Becky won most of those. That Pennywise outfit from like 2022, the 2222 a space, like whatever the hell that show was. What was that show in?
That is adorable, Justin.
No,
Rob, I'm not listening. Justin just put a puppy on camera.
Oh.
I told you I've got all kinds of random props.
Justin, is it even your dog? Or did that dog walk in?
All at the same time because of the dog.
I don't know. I'm a puppy whisperer. So no. I think Becky should dress like a puppy next time. That's what I was trying to say, Rob.
There you go.
I was trying to.
Did that puppy sign a clearance to be on camera or paperwork?
Well, she's a minor, so hopefully we're gonna have to keep this PG, which, by the way, a little bit of a spoiler, or I'm not a spoiler, but some sad news. I don't know if you guys heard. I just found this out yesterday. WWE made an announcement that they are not planning on going to TV 14 anytime in the foreseeable future, so they pulled it back.
Smart.
So they are staying PG, or I guess the PG era. So.
Well, I mean, I'll hold on a second. I think we touched on this last time. Is it PG for 2022 or is it PG for like 1986?
Yeah.
Because PG in 1986, you saw in Indiana Jones Nazis melting. You saw literally a dude in Temple of Doom reach into another guy's chest and pull a heart out. So, Justin, are you telling me that we might see someone get their heart removed on WWE?
I think,
and when can I tune in to see that?
I think as soon as we see Harrison Ford show up on commentary, we can start being hopeful for that. But until then,
Okay.
2022 are the rules, and those are the rules that we're living by. So I think that the reason that they did it, I think, is just simply because things have been going good, and there's been this uptick. I think the whole reason why they said that they were going to do it is because they were trying to counteract some of this negative publicity about AEW being more edgy and this and that. And I just think that with the PG rating and the hopefulness of the product right now, I think they're probably in the mindset of like, why? We don't need it. Let's adhere to the bigger thing. Oh, we lost Rob.
Well, hopefully Rob comes back.
Apparently he's really not happy with this.
I know.
There he is.
All right, moving on. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus, what, Damage Control, did you call it? Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky?
Yeah, Damage Control has to win, right? I mean, that's like they're the new faction, and these other three are just the three that they threw together to feed them.
I could see that. I mean, they're up and coming. They need to grab some hair, rip it out. They need to actually cut Bianca Belair's hair. Like that would be the ultimate slap. And you want to get a feud going until WrestleMania? That would be how.
That would be good. The only way I see that Bianca and them winning would be if Becky comes back and then it ignites Becky versus Bailey. That would be the surprise that I would want to see. Other than that, I think Damage Control needs to win.
Okay. And one of my personal favorites, we've got basically the neo-Nazi versus the Irish brawler, Gunther versus Sheamus.
That's being a bit harsh to Gunther, the former Volta. But I get it.
I don't know, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I just can't wait till we get Pete Dunne back. I'm sick of Butch.
I am ready for Pete Dunne to come back. No kidding. Gunther takes this one in a fantastic match between two fantastic brawler technicians.
Totally. When Gunther fought, brain fart.
Nakamura?
Takamura. That was brilliant. I loved it. He needs to win. He needs to win by chest slap submission. That's what I want to see. He hits him enough because, like, if you hit that chest slap enough, basically you're cutting into the bone and the skin, and if you hit somebody enough times, you could actually decapitate somebody.
You're stopping their heart.
You're stopping the heart. Essentially, it's reverse CPR.
Wasn't it Crush that had the heart punch back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember that?
It's reverse CPR, guys. If he just slaps him enough, his heart will stop. Game over.
CPR, that's that liberal news media radio station, right? On AM? Is that what that is?
Which one? I don't know about it.
CPR. They play like the jazz music, and then like they do like their liberal radio.
No, that's NPR.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what that.
All right, and then we have Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler.
Oh yeah.
Shayna Baszler is the ex-UFC fighter, even though her stint was pretty short. I watched her matches. She got arguably destroyed after a lot of shit talking.
Yeah, versus Liv Morgan, Little Miss Happy to Be Here, right? That's basically what she's turned into. Like, she has no prowess. She's just, I mean, she's kind of like Bailey back in like the golden black days, right? She's just like Little Miss White Meat Babyface. Like, I'm going to win because I've got more heart and I love this. And skill doesn't come into it versus an actual fucking MMA fighter. Yeah, Liv wins.
But if you looked at WWE.com yesterday and their Instagram, Liv Morgan is down in Orlando training with Matt Riddle, learning jiu-jitsu and a little bit of Muay Thai. So, just to give this story an extra layer, she's learning some movement. So, obviously,
Could we counter it?
Huh?
I saw
Could
that.
counter it.
I saw that, and I love the whole, like, I'm a world champion, and now I'm going to really be good because I'm learning how to pass guard. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I just don't buy the story. I like Liv Morgan. I just think that they need to sell her as, like, you got the champion. She's got to be a fucking killer. She's got to be believable,
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they're sprinkling a little realism into this story just to kind of give Liv something. Ah, Christ.
Say bye.
Okay, bye.
Did Rob said, "Oh Christ," and then it went black. Did you get hit by a car?
Did he, the cops? I think the cops just came after Rob.
He is in Florida.
In fact, if when he shows back up, if he's in the back of a squad car, I would laugh.
Hey, Rob, if you've got drugs, throw them this way. I'll catch them.
We are in Florida. Florida, the home of shitty Wi-Fi and lots of blow. So no blow here. I am sitting behind a gas station outside of a Starbucks that's Johnny's Smoke Shop, and it's a handwritten sign. So God only knows what that really is. But Liv Morgan wins by trickery for sure.
I think Liv Morgan
to the heel stratosphere.
I think Liv Morgan wins by actual ultimate. Dude, if she's doing Muay Thai, she's got a punch chance. She's got a kicker's chance. And I've watched Shayna Baszler go down with a knee kick when she fought in the UFC. Liv Morgan needs to chop that leg down.
How
and
great
Shayna
would that
Baszler
be,
will crumple.
Let's talk about that for a second. How great would that be if it was like a Leon Edwards thing? Like,
right?
it goes this distance, and then, like, out of nowhere she gets a kick and she knocks her out, like, just to make it real. Like that, and I'm here for that if that were to happen. I don't think it's going to.
I think that could happen.
But you never hear that in wrestling. You never hear, like, oh, he caught him with a lucky punch, and, like, boom, like, they're down. Like, I feel like they want it to be real. They're doing all this effort to make Fox, to make it feel like you're watching the NFL when you're watching this stuff. Like, why not have that happen? I think Ryan Daniels doing it.
There's no lucky punches when no one blocks. It's if someone would go in the WWE training room and tell them to keep your goddamn hands up. This is like watching a Rocky movie. There's no blocking in Rocky. It's just unadulterated face shots. And, when you don't do that, I mean, that's where the brain damage comes from. So, there's no lucky shots when, every shot's expected to land. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, I agree. And it's definitely promoting CTE, which is also another radio show.
All right. Last one. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Everyone thinks Drew McIntyre is going to win because he's in a castle, because he's essentially Braveheart, but is he?
You're not going to. After the fucking Brock versus Roman last man standing match, you're telling me they're going to do a regular match with Drew and he's going to beat the god, like, of wrestling right now? Like, I mean, it's been what, 7 million days since he's lost a match? Like,
over 700 days.
I think they're just going to get more heat on Roman because it's Drew's hometown, even though it's not his hometown. We know that he's not from anywhere near there. But, like, he has that hometown advantage or whatever. I think it's just going to be – they're literally doing this just to put more heat on Roman. I don't see Roman. While I would love it. It would be such a great – I
think Roman should win because Drew McIntyre tries to cut his head off with the sword.
Cut his head off? Yeah. I think Drew McIntyre should just cut his head off.
I think if you're going to beat Roman,
that's the only way.
They're doing a show in the UK, a premium live event, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. Drew McIntyre is a tremendous talent. They've really been talking about his story and talking about, growing up in Scotland and doing, ICW and WXW and then, going to all these, indies to try to remake his name and rebuild himself. I would like to see Drew win this match, but with Karrion Kross kind of looming in the background of this story, it almost seems to me like they're going to have him spoil this quote unquote homecoming, if you will, even though Wales and Scotland are two different countries. I just feel like they're gonna spoil this any way they can, just to keep Karrion looking strong and making Roman look strong, making Drew look strong. But in the end, I think he who we must acknowledge is your ultimate winner here. Even though all three guys are really going to win at the end of the show.
I agree with that, and also like, how racist is that? That like they're just like it's hometown advantage. It's not even the same country. Like, wow, like how just like tone deaf are we to like? I mean, that's like 80s style booking right there. Like,
that's all of what WWE is. Oh, you're Asian, we're going to give you an Asian gimmick. Oh, you're Irish, you're going to be an Irish brawler. Oh, you're Scottish, you're going to be Braveheart. Oh, you're Japanese, you're going to be,
CAW, Cultural Appropriation Wrestling.
It's essentially that.
I'm really bummed out.
His move is called the Claymore.
I'm really, that's what I'm saying. I'm really bummed out that I didn't remember that I had this sword here when you said cut the head off. I should have came to that quicker. I'm losing my grip here.
Claymore doesn't even swipe, left to right or right to left. It only goes straight. That's not what a Claymore's for.
So you're saying he should spear him with the Claymore?
AEW all out.
Okay.
You and me, buddy.
Internet issues continue. Moving on to AEW.
Hey, now.
First match up, we got Jade Cargill versus Athena.
Hello.
This to me is
just to put it out, Jade Cargill has the better abs.
Jade Cargill does have the better abs, I guess.
But Athena has real hair.
Yeah. And she has the pedigree of an elite professional wrestler, trained by Booker T, our five-time WCW World Champion at Reality of Wrestling in Houston, Texas.
I'll take it.
Where I think also somebody else is from there too, but it doesn't matter. Jade is undefeated, 40-0 or something crazy like that.
She's in the low 30s, I believe.
Is it the low 30s? Okay, I don't know. But she's undefeated. She's beaten some great names. I just don't see her losing right now. Obviously, we'd love to see the former Ember Moon, Athena, taking a championship just because she's brilliant and we love watching her. But I don't know, man. I think the woman with the abs, as Justin Met likes to put it, I think the lady with the abs is going to take this one and improve her undefeated streak.
So who's going to win, abs or hair?
Why is it not working? I lost you guys. I'm sorry. So where are we at now?
Jade Cargill versus Athena. Real abs versus real hair.
I think Cargill's going to win. I think she's still on that roll. I didn't realize that we'd gone all the way to AEW. Am I sideways or upside down? I'm sorry. Something happened, and now for some reason you guys are sideways. Can y'all see me?
You're
good,
sideways.
Please? I'm sideways?
It's raining sideways.
Both of y'all are sideways. I'm not out of order. You're out of order.
It's okay. I can turn my head really far.
Do we do this? This is close. I don't know what's
Wait, there you go.
on.
Why do you keep moving? Stop moving.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
okay.
Jade Cargill's going to win.
And then, so I think Cargill has it. Athena, there hasn't been a big enough story built yet for Athena to come in there. Even though she's got that flying neck breaker off the top ropes, which I've yet to see really effective. Like, it seems like every time I see her throw it, it barely gets pulled off.
Yeah, I don't.
And I think that's because she's modifying it because she had like the somersault stunner, which was amazing, but I'm imagining that messes up her body.
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, stunner's a hard one for the person giving it for sure.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan said that damn leg drop has caused 7 or 8 hip surgeries and another half a dozen back surgeries. So you can only imagine what going off the top rope and landing on your ass can do to somebody. Good grief.
Yeah. But I mean, the damage is done. If you do that flip and you hit with that stunner and your face just gets driven into somebody's shoulder, you your nose is broken, your face is broken, your teeth are broken. You don't recover from that. So I like to see her bring it back, but I understand when the game is longevity.
True.
All right.
Next match
Moving on. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Man, oh man.
What a star.
Hold on.
I go with Powerhouse. He's too big. He's too strong. His teeth are. His smile's better. His hair is better. He's got more hair. Yeah.
You got two
Rob?
guys. You got two guys in Starks and Hobbs who are absolute stars in the making. We love Ricky Starks for being the Rock 2.0. Just the style, comes out to the ring in his linen shirts and his loafers and just talking shit.
His loafers.
Then you look at a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs, who's just a monster. As Justin has said repeatedly, this guy has done phenomenal work to get himself into ring shape. He looks great. It's like Triple H reborn, and you love to see it. And you think these two guys are just going to be phenomenal. Through some trickery and some sneaky. We're going to go with the Ricky Starks, the man, the future Rock, to take this.
What is it? Because one of his finishers is the spear. Because I get, look, the spear is very popular. Like Ricky Starks, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Goldberg, all these guys use the spear. And I get why it's so devastating. Like when you hit somebody at that speed, you basically crush the ribs around the heart.
Snap their neck back.
And when that happens, you could snap their neck. If you do it hard enough, you could snap somebody in half. That's why, like NFL quarterbacks, they have that extra rib protector. Because if they get speared, they're done. That's $30 million a year out the door. So the spear is so powerful. That's why everyone uses it, because it's also so powerful, so easy. It's just that dangerous. That's why they're professionals. That's why they know when to put the energy on and then dial it back like 2 notches so they don't kill somebody.
Yeah, I think it's a fucking cop out. I think Ricky Starks is one of the best overall talents that there is out there right now. I think I just watched the biography on Booker T this last weekend, the A&E biography, Legends or whatever it's called. And first of all, so Hobbs uses that kind of like Harlem Heat ring attire with the fire. Did you know where Harlem Heat got that ring attire from? Brooks and fucking Dunn.
Really?
Brooks and Dunn had shirts with the fire on it on one of their album covers, and Booker T saw it and said, we should use that. They actually bought – so those shirts that you saw them in WCW in the mid-late 90s, those were actually Brooks and Dunn shirts that they purchased from brooksandduns.com shop or whatever.
That's amazing.
Then cut the sleeves off and turned them into, like, tailor fit them for them. So, in essence, Hobbs is wearing, basically a Brooks and Dunn's outfit. So, because of that, I think that, I don't know, I think he's going to scoot Boogie all the way to the fucking finish line and take this one.
I agree. Next, we have Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage.
Jungle Boy has to win, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he has to win.
He has to win. I think Christian should. I think Christian's going to pull it out. I think
he's more experienced. Is this the first match that they've had in this feud? Okay.
Yes, their official match.
So I think they're going to take it further. I think there's going to be some fuckery with Luchasaurus, and
I could see that.
I actually now the more I'm thinking about it, the more maybe Jungle Boy can't win this one. He's going to win the overall feud, right? He has to because he's one of the pillars. But I feel like they're going to take it further. And, I mean, Luchasaurus is still dark. So I feel like this was all a ruse. And it's like the double pull, like the double agent, whatever, like the double turn. I think Lucha's going to go back to Christian. And, yeah, I think.
That would be a good turn. That'd be a really good turn.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with Christian.
I think Luchasaurus, like the dinosaur brain, it's so small, it's easily manipulatable. And, when, someone slaps their thigh and they're like, come on, you're going to go to the parent you like more. And if Christian's feeding him dino treats and food, Come on.
Chicken dactyls.
You know, my dog's
chicken dactyls. You know,
chicken
the
dactyls?
chicken nuggets in the shape of fucking pterodactyls and shit. Yeah, chicken dactyls. I go to the dark side.
And, you know, my dog, he goes whoever he's got the food.
We are 100% going to experiment this with Bonsai. I'm going to have a chicken nugget, and you're just going to slap your leg, and we're going to see what happens.
Oh, he's going to go straight to you. Yeah. It's how it works. Yeah. He's like, but he's got food. There's food right there.
Yes. So at the end of the day, I think it's who needs this win the most. Right now, Jungle Boy, the young lion, Christian, still trying to like get everybody to come to his side and this and that and the other. I think you're going to see a lot of begging and stealing and borrowing in this match. A lot of Christian praying, no, we don't. And then he's just going to punch him in the nuts and he's going to roll him up to win. And it's just going to be Christian wins this one in 10 minutes.
Christian wins via nut punch.
Nut punch and a roll up.
Nut punch and a roll up. I like that. That sounds like a snack that I would have had in high school or something like that. So, yeah, I really think that the problem here is that Jungle Boy, you know, he very much knew who he was when he was with Luchasaurus. And I feel like they're trying to take him away from the whole jungle, and he's still trying to, you know, paint his own story, you know, and really try to figure out what that is. I feel like he's a little bit out there right now and doesn't really know what's going on. He's not a jungle boy, not quite a jungle man, you know. He's got a leather jacket on.
He's a jungle post-pubescent.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there, you know, we have also like the UFC fighter Uriah Faber. He's called the California Kid, but he is definitely the California adult now.
That's true. He's old. That's what happens.
He feels like
the heartbreak.
So yeah, he's still Jungle
Kid
Boy.
Shawn Michaels is more like the neck break grandpa Shawn Michaels now. So. Or the lazy eye Shawn break. I don't know.
Oh no! Don't go there.
Hey!
God, that is all Jericho's fault, not his own.
Is it?
Yeah, Jericho threw him through the TV, and he just kind of like fucked up his eye.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's why he's got the lazy eye.
He went from being a pretty boy to man. He is the opposite of that now, though, isn't he?
He looks like a creepy uncle at this point.
He looks like the veteran that's living out of a tent, you know, somewhere around the VFW. That's, you know, if he can just
down by the river,
get it on his feet, you know, he can get off the stuff and maybe get a job somewhere at a soup kitchen. But I don't know.
20 years from now, we are going to revisit this moment when we're all 60.
Hey, that's the ticket. No,
that's the thing. Like,
you guys will be you guys. I'll be 60.
What I'm saying is that
you guys will be not 60.
I feel like Shawn just doesn't care. So I maybe I don't want to take it like it's like a hit. Here's the thing: all the things that make Shawn look the way he is now is completely fixable. Like the bad hair, like he can go get transplants, right? Jericho did it. Plenty of people did it. Whatever, right? The bad teeth, you can go get implants.
Jericho needs to do it again,
right? I mean, the bad beard, you go clean shaven face, Botox, all this stuff, and he's a pretty boy again. I think just he's found Jesus and he doesn't care anymore. So I think that's what it is. I think that it's really the teeth, the weird hair style, whatever. I mean, he could 100% fix all that. And he's got to have the money to do it, right?
God.
Anyways.
I don't know. I mean, Bradshaw took all his money back in the day.
I agree, but
he could be living week to week, dude.
And so because of that, I think that Edge
he may have just had his student loans forgiven.
Because of that, I think that Edge will beat Shawn Michaels at Clash of All Out this weekend. How the fuck did we go down that rabbit hole? What the fuck are we? Let's go to the next one.
Jesus Christ! Let's go to our next match.
All right, we got Swerve in our glory. We got Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus the Acclaimed Bones and Caster.
Bones and Caster. Man.
I love the Acclaimed.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed. Scissor me, daddy. Ass.
Scissor. I'm going to hang on. Rob, put your hand over.
Or I can't do.
Yes.
I can't even go this way.
Rob, you got to do like this.
God, so you can scissor I got to hold the phone. I can't just set it down. There's nowhere to do this here.
Are you telling me you don't have a ring light and a phone holder in Tampa?
No,
out randomly. You don't keep it in your back pocket.
No, I didn't want to check a bag.
You know what?
That's smart.
Your lack of commitment to this show while you're on vacation, quite frankly, fucking disturbs me. Yeah. You should have a ring light and a tripod in your back pocket at all times.
And all fairness, you should be horizontal, not sideways, Justin.
Look,
now
I'm
I'm the
chalk
oddball.
that up. I'm going to chalk that up.
Yeah, now what?
Fucking technical
Yeah,
difficulty.
Now
Yeah, you guys could just all fucking mold to me.
two
right?
wrongs don't make a right, Rob.
Yeah, but three lefts do, right? Anyways, whatever.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed, but unfortunately for Bowens and Caster, they're just not quite ready to be champions. Swerve continues to bask in their glory. Gun Club maybe making a cameo. I don't know. I think if Billy Gunn comes out to the ring with the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys come out and beat up their dad, then Swerve's gonna sneak in and do his thing, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's a wrap.
Yeah, I agree. It's an Ass Boy situation.
There's more people against the Acclaim than there are for the Acclaim.
Good God, are those kids talented? I cannot wait to see them be multi-time AEW champions. Just not right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho.
This is going to be the match tonight.
Yeah, and that's also the first one that you've mentioned that I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could go either way. It's probably going to be the match of the night. They're both in pretty good health right now. Jericho can obviously still go, especially after now he's this Lionheart character. I feel like he's actually pulling old tricks out of his book that he hasn't pulled out in a while because he's been wrestling safer, which I don't fault him for. I think he absolutely should, but it makes an extra impact when he does pull those things out.
Are you saying that his beard was holding him back?
Maybe. It's the aerodynamic of it. And I think if
if you're doing a backflip, moonsault.
Absolutely. Well, also, if you're getting hit with a punch, and you know this, Ryan, a lot of times fighters will put Vaseline on their face and they're slipping it.
And it glances right off.
When you put Vaseline on your beard, it just makes it look more luxurious. And you'll learn this as you grow yours, as you hit puberty. But
dude,
first of all, you called him old 2 weeks ago, and now you're calling him prepubescent. Make up your goddamn mind, man.
He's Benjamin Button. No, he's Benjamin Buttons. You can be both at one time, Rob.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you know what, maybe next time I go through puberty, I'll get the beard gene will come through. Not just the bullshit stuff.
Look, just hop on a bunch of testosterone. You'll lose it all up here, and it transfers down to here in your back. No. It's fine.
Oh.
I told everybody, look,
dude, I'm not giving up this luxurious hair. What are you talking about?
When I started losing my hair, I told her I still have the same amount of hair that I used to. It's just that my back is my back is Florida, and my hair is retiring.
Okay. We'll leave that there.
It's a shaven seal, folks.
So who's going to win? Jericho Danielson. Match of the night, obviously.
Man, it's just it's like throwing punches in the sky and like in the dark. I don't know. I will say Jericho won his last match.
He lost to Moxley.
Garcia. I think there's going to be fuckery with Garcia. I think Garcia is going to come into play somehow, and I think that it could potentially. I think okay. Here's my prediction, just as I'm coming off the top of my head. I think Danielson wins. I think it's by interference with Garcia, and I think that sets up the feud with Jericho and Garcia, and then ultimately Garcia is going to go over, and then he'll be a made man.
I
think it's going to be Jericho because we all agreed episode 1 he was our favorite, and fuck you guys for going against Jericho.
And Justin, I love your hypothesis about how this is going to go. For me, I think it's going to go absolutely the opposite way. I think Garcia gets involved somehow, some way, and it distracts Danielson. Jericho and the Appreciation Society, maybe Jake Hager, somebody's gonna bop Danielson across the noggin, and next thing you know, Judas Effect or a Lion Tamer, and Danielson just passes out. Doesn't even tap out, just passes out. And you're gonna have another situation where Daniel Garcia is gonna have all this trouble, like how does he choose, what has he done, and he just walks away from it. So I think you're going to have.
So you think they're going to extend it?
I think you're going to extend it. I think you're going to have more drama with the Jericho Appreciation Society, notably Jericho and Daniel Garcia. But but as you said, Jericho and Garcia are going to come to a head. Garcia is going to win this match, and he's going to be a made man. And I love that scenario, just because here's a young guy who is just talented beyond his years, and he deserves the opportunity to really shine. And so Jericho takes this one and continues the interesting storyline feud, whatever you want to call it, with Danielson and Garcia caught in the middle.
I dig it.
I agree.
I think Jericho is going to win.
Beetlejuice.
No, I think he's going to win 100% clean. He's
showtime.
going to hit him with the Judas effect and then with the Lion Tamer. And Danielson's going to be forced to tap out. 100% clean. And then he's going to drink a glass of Cabernet and then throw it in his face.
And then Moxley's going to come out and knock a champagne bottle over his head.
I hope so. And hopefully that champagne bottle does not crumple in his hands. Okay, moving on. So there is the casino ladder match, but there's nobody determined to be in it yet.
That's weird. We're going to find that out.
Am I wrong there?
I haven't heard anything about it. They'll probably announce something on Wednesday.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, yeah. All right, well then maybe we'll
Brian Cage.
Let's do some individual, like since that one. Brian, oh God. So let's do this. So after Wednesday night, we'll all record a prediction of the ladder match, what we think is going to go down, and then we'll make those predictions before the next weekend.
Sounds good.
So after that, we have Tony Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida 4-way match for the interim AEW's World Championship because Thunder Rosa got hurt, which was surprising to me because I love Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, she's got a disc herniation going on. Her back's really, really, really bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she is actually legit hurt.
She's legit hurt.
I've had disc herniation.
She's legit hurt.
This is something that I want to talk about, though, in the next one. So we're going to keep this one short. I know we're close to done. But just for anybody that's listening, and you can make comments to see if you like this, your ideas, I want to talk about the new kayfabe because I think we are in the work-shoot era now. And I think AEW is like kind of ushering us into that area, which is just basically a new form of kayfabe. But let's move on. But I just want to have that said because I think that's a really big discussion that needs to be talked about. So this week, we got one more match.
Who's going to win the Fatal 4-Way?
Oh, the Fatal 4-Way.
Tony Storm, Britt Baker.
Tony Storm was going to beat Thunder Rosa. She was slated to beat Thunder Rosa, according to the dirt sheets or whatever. So I think that she'll take the 4-way. It makes sense. I think it's going to either be her or Britt again. And then it could set up, if it's Britt, it could set up another banger because they've had some great matches. But I feel like at this point, that's almost like Brock and Roman. They've done it so many times. I think it needs to be Tony. I think she deserves it.
There's only two people in this match that need a win for a title, and that's Tony Storm, that's Jamie Hayter. Two incredible talents, but Tony Storm's going to get it, and Thunderstorm is going to have a unification match in about 8-10 weeks. Good show.
I think it's going to be Jamie Hayter. I think they're going to start setting up the breaking of the DMD squad.
Wonderful.
And if
both ways,
especially if she pins Britt Baker, that's going to be fucking great. Because she's been jobbing, she's been working, she's been there a long time, and she's been under Britt Baker for a long time. It's about time to, state your fucking claim.
To me, she's on the level of Chris Statlander, where Chris Statlander's a great talent, and she works good in the ring, and she's likable. And the same thing kind of goes with Jamie Hayter. She works hard, she's great in the ring, and she's likable. Even as a heel, she's likable. So, I'd love to see her get an opportunity, but I just don't think it's quite her time yet. I think Tony Storm's going to get this, and we're going to have a heelish Thunder Rosa when she returns.
It would be very
Rob. Yeah. I think you're wrong, and your beard looks funny. So,
I think I don't know. I can't hammer this in enough, guys. The vision for the females in AEW has been lacking, and I think Tony being there is really the thing that can start to set it off because she has star power. And you finally got Britt. Thunder Rosa's great, but she just for whatever reason had kind of a lackluster. She's actually had quite a few like polarizing situations. On one side, she has her own promotion. She's done so much for women's wrestling. But on the other side, she's had all these complaints about being difficult to work with. So, I almost feel like it's natural for her to turn into a heel. And again, this goes into the whole work, shoot, the new kayfabe thing that I'm talking about. But Yeah, I think Tony Storm hits it, although I would love to see Jamie Hayter. I love that angle. I think it could go either way, and it's actually the first time I've been somewhat interested in the women's division with AEW in a while. So,
Okay. Two more. We got Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine
This is
Guns.
going to be a banger. Oh my God, how much fun!
I saw a meme the other day that said,
Well, how much fun, Rob?
Yeah, how much?
Ahead. You guys go.
I saw a meme the other day that had X-rays. Somebody took an X-ray of Wardlow's chest and it had pit bulls in it, and it said he's got that dog in him. But, man, I love FTR and Wardlow.
I would believe he's got some pit bulls in his
and
chest.
I love the fact that it makes it feel more like long-term storytelling. Because what are they? They're the fucking Pinnacle, right? But they're the Pinnacle in the sense of like they're completely face now. And it happened, and it's almost like they haven't talked about it at all, and all of a sudden now we got the Pinnacle, and they're not heels at all. I think it's really cool. Wardlow's doing great. FTR is obviously, top 3 tag teams in the world, always. I love the Motor City is coming in. I don't think they're going to let Impact guys get one up on the Chosen One and FTR.
No, you can't.
But who knows? I mean, there could be some fuckery, and they can bring it on back. But I think this is just literally to set it up to elevate Wardlow. I think this entire match is just set up.
Well, I mean, on that note of their Impact guys coming in, like Kenny Omega's back, Don Callis is back. Could you add some more dynamics to it? I don't know.
I think that's what's
But
next.
there's no titles on the line. It's just
I mean, I think that's what's next. I mean, Kenny's doing the whole trios thing, right? So I think he's going to do that until he gets a little bit more healthy and warm up, and I think that they're pushing that.
And that leads us into the direct next one of the trios tag team titles. So it's yet to be determined, but we have on Dynamite, United Empire, Will Ospreay and his clan versus the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. And then we have the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Preston Vance. That's 5, correct? And then versus Best Friends.
I thought the Dark Order won.
Dark Order beat the House of Black.
House of Black. I missed it. I was just catching the recaps. I didn't watch it Friday. Yeah, so they beat. So Dark Order with them. Gosh, I mean, it's got to be Ospreay, right?
Could it could also be? It could be the Bucks, man. They're owners of the company. They're like, look, we'll bring in the trios title, then drop it.
No, wait, hold on. I messed this up. Is it not? It's 1-on-1. I thought it was the Dark Order versus.
So there's 4 matches left. Yeah. So they'll have a match on Wednesday, and then the finale at All Out.
Okay. So Dark Order is. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. Dark Order is facing who?
You're fine. Dark Order versus Best Friends.
Okay.
And then the United Empire versus the Elite.
I think Dark Order. I think Dark Order wins, and I think the Young Bucks have to win. The Elite have to win, and then it's the whole Hangman thing. It's that angle.
How cool would it be if the Dark Order gets in the finals and like one guy goes down, and then Hangman has to jump in, and it's him versus Kenny, and the Bucks.
It would definitely be a good story for sure. I think it's got to be the Bucks have to win against Ospreay. God damn, how good is he though? Man, it's like he takes.
He was fun to watch.
Just the flip thing is one thing, and like it looks like a fighting game, and it's not that. There's something extra about him. He has that Kenny Omega speed and just charisma that transcends the flip shit. Yes, he's amazing at that, but there's an aggressiveness to him that just makes it feel almost real somehow, which is crazy when you think about the stuff that they're doing. There's no way any of it could be real, but
Yep.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think the Bucks have to win. I think I see Dark Order makes more sense just for the storyline, and then moving into the top. I mean, I don't see how the Bucks don't win it. That's my predictions.
Yeah, but the Dark Order, I mean, like they need some sort of push, and if they were the trios champions,
I agree.
that'd be kind of cool.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but then I mean, the Bucks are also, they were the tag team champs, and they're not right now. And Kenny Omega's back. You need to put something on them to make it useful, so they can talk about these things. And
True.
I mean, I think just the fact that the Dark Order is getting this far along is a push because they've been, a joke ever since, Hangman, for a while now. They were serious and then became the comedy guys, and they were great with that. And they've not had a lot of TV time. So I just think it's great that they're getting out there, but I don't think they're going to put a title on them. I just don't think. I hope I'm wrong because I love the Dark Order.
Okay, cool. I dig that. And then lastly, I mean, that's the end of the matches, but are we going to see a championship match with Moxley?
I think coming up Wednesday. Yeah, Mox and Punk, I think, are going to fight again. I think it's going to happen again.
Could be Mox and Punk. It could be Mox versus MJF. That'd be kind of cool.
I feel like with the way they're doing this again, the work shoot thing. I think that they're gonna do it again, and I think it's going to be, a banger. I don't know exactly how they get done with this and not make it just seem. Obviously, it was a quick match, and apparently it was Moxley's idea to do this past Wednesday and make it quick like this. So they've got to have a championship match, and I think it's stupid to build anything else up for a week. And to have
well, I mean, it's got to be somebody else because Punk looked legitimately hurt. Like when he threw that kick, like look, I've been kicked in the head a lot. If you throw that roundhouse kick, whatever you want to call it, and you don't pivot your foot, you can tear your ACL. And like when I saw him and he landed, his whole foot planted and turned, and I mean we could be looking at the MCL, ACL.
Well, no,
XLR tear.
Who
knows?
It's his foot that he was holding on to. It wasn't his knee at all. And they did a backstage segment where he's holding his foot. It's exactly where he had the surgery at. And it came out that they 100% were doing this as an angle. That's why Mox said, "Oh, is this not what you thought was going to happen and expected? This and that." Like it's all very much so part of the strip. That's why they called it, and they wanted to be fast like that. That was going to happen because they had two matches slated for after that match, and that match was supposed to go 10 minutes. So,
I think Punk's really hurt. I think he just amputated the foot.
Has anyone seen the surgery scar?
Well, no, it's on his foot. So,
has anyone seen the surgery scar? Has anyone seen?
Look,
has anyone seen the YouTube Beautiful Day surgery package as he returns to the ring? Has anyone seen that video? That's the video I want to see.
Why would they lie to us? Why would they lie to us? They're telling us what we need to know. This is extremely important. Punk is hurt. They're telling us what.
Look, Ryan, sometimes mommy and daddy need to keep things from sons because they don't want to hurt their feelings, and the world is a really tough place. And you don't want to know all the bad things.
This is malarkey. This is baloney.
I guess.
Is it fried bologna though with mayonnaise on some white bread? That sounds delicious. Grilled.
Hey, you know what? That actually sounds.
I guess
really
we'll
good.
just wait and see. Either way, it's going to be a fantastic weekend of professional wrestling. WWE's Clash of the Castle, AEW's All Out, and Dragon Con. Hope you have a wonderful time at D-Con, Ryan.
Dude, I will be honest, Simon. It's going to be great. Also, it's going to be my birthday. The big 4-0. It's going to be good.
That's it, guys. Well, I think we've done good. It's time to ring that bell.
So hang on.
Oh, okay.
We are officially on Apple Podcasts now. We're kind of a big deal.
Does that mean we start making money, cashing checks, and having sex? Is that how it goes?
I mean, maybe a couple cents here or there, dozens of pennies. But if you liked us, like, subscribe, comment.
Yes, and if you didn't like us,
tell us if you liked it.
If you didn't like us, also like, subscribe, and comment. So either way, give us a positive review. If it's
Yeah,
disingenuous,
or negative. Tell us what you
we
didn't
don't
like.
give a shit if it's disingenuous, guys. We really don't. We're here for the pats on the backs, you know, on a Wi-Fi
Looking
level.
forward to having tens of fans
Yeah.
and tens of dollars in the next couple of weeks.
The tens
Awesome.
and tens of fans across the world.
All right, everybody. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. We're off next week, but we'll
Enjoy,
be posting
boys.
this week. So
Happy wrestling, everybody.
tune in. Bam. Happy wrestling.